So, hello. If you've seen the video title, you're probably wondering, do I like to make myself suffer?
Taking a Springer shotty to CQB sounds like a good way to cause your own misery. However, silly people like me exist who wanted to build a kit up for one anyway. Nowadays, attachments for shotguns are on the rise. There's multiple tracer units out there and even rail systems you can now attach, solving a long-standing problem of many Springers being stuck in the 1980s. The fact I can see where I'm shooting and see where I'm shooting makes these things actually playable. So now I can finally prove to you in this video,
You can hold your own with one of these.
and the best part for my lazy ass, I don't need no batteries or gas to run these things. Both of them, that is. Depending what mood I'm in, I have two different builds.
Either a classic ASG Franchi, or a much more modern FabArm STF-12.
The Franchi is a very well-known Springer with a classic look, and over the years they've actually got better in build quality. I've put an Ace-Tech Quark C on mine along with a big old torch attached using a DK Armaments magazine tube rail.
These very much bring this thing up to spec for me. Also, the short one won't fit both of these at the same time.
And in CQB, despite its length, it's actually still quite light, meaning it's not as impractical as you would expect.
Oh, from the top. He's gone, he's gone. I have no idea how I'm making this fucking thing work, but I am somehow. Jesus!
To prove my previous comment even further, in one of the most cramped areas of Dorchester, I pulled this off with it.
Woo! That was worth it.
As for the FabArm, it's a bit of a different experience.
I can't actually find many Springers out there that come with a top and bottom rail as standard, let alone ones that look as cool as this.
I also believe it's quite uncommon to find these in Spring nowadays, as FabArm themselves, who license produce these, switched over to making these in gas. I usually put on a T238 tracer unit.
It shoots rainbows.
And because of the inbuilt rails, torches go on with ease, alongside a holographic on the top.
It's actually about half a foot shorter than the Franchi is, so that definitely helps.
But because of the tracer, the gun is front heavy. I just have to take a bit more time when aiming it.
Did that? Holy shit, okay. Whoa, whoa!
It's cool to see that a setup I originally built for pistol shotgun night actually holds up quite well at a regular game day. The Franchi, on the other hand, I did that because I bloody wanted to. However, this video isn't just about my guns, but it's also to prove a point. People in the hobby these days will build up kits and guns worth thousands of pounds. No, there's nothing fucking wrong with that. But I'm sure there are many people out there who can testify that sometimes it's nice to drop to basically no kit whatsoever and run around with something simple. If you already play and already have your own attachments, like torches, lasers, you can easily go and buy one of these rail systems for no money whatsoever, and then you can go and pick your spring poison. Go and pick up a cult classic. Pick from one of the many Cymer Springers that exist. Add something fun to your collection. Something cheap, something simple, with very little to go wrong, and something you can just pick up and take to a game day if you really cannot be bothered with batteries or gas, or crap loads of kit for that matter. You can spend the extra pennies on a tracer if you want, but it's completely up to you. Taking both of my shotguns to Valiant also taught me quite a few lessons on how these things play. You can still have fun in cramped CQB environments, and they're not impossible to use either, but you will definitely have to allow yourself more space and stand further back from doors than say somebody with a submachine gun or a rifle. There's no good way to take doors with shotguns this long, so I had to often just swing out with the shotgun at my hip.
Hit!
I most certainly had to make sure my first shot counted, because if you're peeking an enemy, you can't really stay exposed when you have to rack the gun between shots. I've noticed a lot of springers seem to have hair triggers, good if you're fast on it. And I was noticing, because of the tri-shot spread, if you shoot these things at a doorway at an angle, you have a bit of a higher chance of smacking whoever's behind it, even if your aim is slightly off. The length of these things makes them strangely easy to point shoot, and one last thing, long range is a lottery.
Did that? I have no idea if that got him or not.
But either way, I've said all I need to say, and I think I've got my point across. Enjoy some leftover gameplay.
I know you're in there! Red! Red here! Oh my... Hi! Just give me away, you fuck.